Let's learn about the concepts of area and perimeter of a rectangle and square. Suppose I have a wall here. This wall looks like it is a shape of a rectangle. Say the dimensions of this rectangle are 10 feet is the length of this wall and 6 feet is the width of this wall. Suppose I have a tile here. The dimensions of this tile are 1 feet by 1 feet. So I would like to fill up this wall with these tiles. So I am filling up this wall with the tiles. So how many tiles in total did I use? 10 tiles, but 6 rows each. That comes to a total of 60 tiles. So this is the total area that is occupied by the tiles, which is represented by the shaded portion here. So area of this rectangular wall is length times width. We denote the unit of measurements using square feet, square units. That is because we are multiplying the length in feet times the width in feet. Feet times feet makes square feet. Suppose I decide to paint the wall. How many square feet of the wall should I paint? How do I calculate? I again calculate the area of the rectangle. Suppose I want to use a tapestry on the wall. What is the total area? Again, it's length times width. Suppose I decide to glue a nice tape around the border of this rectangular wall. Do I need to calculate the area to decide the length of the tape to be used? No, because area usually denotes the value that is enclosed inside the shape, not outside or around the shape. So here in this case, we need to calculate the perimeter. Perimeter is what runs around the shape. We calculate perimeter by adding up all the sides, the length, width, the length again, and the width again. So we are adding the length 2 times and the width also 2 times. So this gets us to our formula. Perimeter is nothing but 2 times length plus width. Imagine I have a football field here, length 120 yards and width 50 yards, and I ask you to run around the football field. So you have to run all through the length. Then you have to run all through this width. Then need to run all through the length. And again this width and come back to the point. So the total distance you covered would be 2 times length plus width. That is nothing but the perimeter. In this case, it would be 2 times 120 plus 50. That comes to 340 yards. Observe the unit of measure is not square yards, it is yards because we are only adding the length and width. We are not multiplying length and width. Yards plus yards give us yards. Let's do these questions together in the classroom. We have one question here where the perimeter of the rectangle is given. Perimeter is 2 times length plus width. This is given as 36 and length is given as 6. So let's substitute that value in there. Let's apply distributive property. Two times 16 plus 2 times W. So we want W here, so let's take 32 to the right hand side. So 2W equals 32 when it comes to the other side becomes minus 32. So 2W is 4, but we want W. So let's take 2 to the other side. 2 when it comes to this side, it becomes divided by. So W is 2. So the width of the park is 2 meters. We have one more question here. The perimeter of the rectangle is given 80 feet. This is given and the width is also given, W is given. Let's substitute that value in here and solve for L. So L will be 30. Now the question is we have to find the area of the field. We know length, we know width. So now we can calculate area, length times width. 30 times 10 take care of the unit of measurement here. It will be 300 square feet. The concept is pretty much the same for a square also. Suppose on this wall I want to paint a smaller portion, a square portion. Then we need to find the area of this square. As we know, a square has all sides equal. So the area will be this side times this side. Side times side. Since the side is the same value, it will be side square because the sides are all equal in a square. So the perimeter will be all the sides lengths added together. This plus this plus this plus this. So it will be all the sides added together, which is 4 times side.